Using callbacks is not something specific to asynchronous functions. If we see a function that takes a callback, it doesn't mean that this function is asynchronous. We can pass callbacks to synchronous functions as well. Let's have a look at the typical example of an asynchronous function. First, we have a function f, which is asynchronous, which takes a callback, and inside we are invoking setTimeout and then invoking this callback just after 0 milliseconds. And right below we are invoking this function, and we are passing a callback as an argument to it. And even later, we are just printing hello world to the console. So if we run this code now, we will see that hello world string comes before this is a callback message. That's because setTimeout has put our callback function to the message queue. Remember, I told you about the message queue in the previous section. Stuff from the message queue starts executing after the call stack is empty. That's why hello world gets printed first, and only later this is a callback gets printed. So everything looks right. We have an asynchronous function and we have a callback. Now let's remove setTimeout from the function f. I will just remove this part and this part. And if we run this example in the browser console now, we will get the same two messages. But now this is a callback message, comes before a hello world message. But why? We still have a function that takes a callback and invokes this callback, but we don't have setTimeout anymore. Now our callback is not added to the message queue, it is added to the call stack as a normal function. So there is nothing asynchronous in this example. Console.log statement that comes at the end waits for our callback to execute. In other words, our callback function now is executed synchronously. Looking at these two examples, you can see that you can use callbacks not only in asynchronous functions, but also in synchronous functions as well.